just used to make me laugh all the time. I'm upside down, back to front. Roommates, look, over 20 years as a professional footballer, I've obviously had a lot. And footballers, they're a creature of habit, whereas they like to know what they're having, like to know who their roommates is, and they actually get quite upset if it gets changed. But if I've got to pick out one of my faves, it's got to be Ian Bishop. Proper character, on and off the pitch. Great player, by the way, as well. And he came in. Joe brought him into City towards the end of his career because we were quite a young team at the time, and we just had it off straight away in the changing room, first away trip, and he was just your typical Scouser, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. Very happy-go-lucky, very quick, sharp one-liners, and he just used to make me laugh all the time. You know, times in the changing room in the hotel rooms when we were rooming together that were really serious about the game the next day, but there was a lot of times he just used to make me laugh and relax, and got loads of different stories I could tell you about Bish, but I've got to be aware that we are on camera and there'll be people watching it as well, so I don't want to stitch him up too much. But Joe Royal took us to Lanzarote on one of the old team bonding mid-season breaks, and me and Bish rooming together. We went into the room. Bish is already senior pro, old man as we used to call him. We went into this room, and beautiful hotel, little apartments on the side, and there was this big double bed luxury room that Bish has claimed straight away, you know, tier, senior pro, younger pro. My bed seemed to be this pull down, the old pull down one that was in the wall. That just a little handle, looked like a normal wall, but you pulled it down, there was this bed there, and my little legs and little body was fine in that. Bish said it was actually too big for me at the time. But we went out. Joe was fantastic. He used to let us, and things like that. You know, Joe had this thing where if you played hard, you worked hard, and he knew he would get that for the boys. So he gave us a couple of nights out, and on one occasion, we've come in. Joe's gave us his curfew, and we're maybe a little bit later by a couple of minutes or so, I think it was. Bearing in mind we'd training the next day, and we've just got back into the room, had a great night, and Bish just went, "Dickie, I want to go back out." And I went, "Bish, you can't go back out. We're training in a couple of hours." I said, and the gaffer's been great with us. I said, so look, let's get our head down, get up, train, get it over and done with, and we'll do it properly. And he's went, "No, I want to go out." So I pulled my bed down, locked it up, everything else, and sat on the end of it. And he's went, "Where's the keys?" And I preempted Bish because I know what he's like. And I've got the keys, so there was a patio door one end, and obviously the key to the room the other. And I've got both sets of keys, and I've hid them so he can't get them, so he can't go back out. He can't get in trouble. Because if he gets in trouble, I know I'm getting in trouble. If I'm getting in trouble, the lads are getting into trouble. We were together as a team, and I thought, it's not happening. And Bish is like, I'll take it. You don't have to. And I said, no, it's not happening. So he kept on at me, and by this point I'm lying back in my bed, and I just want to go to sleep because I know I'm training the next day. And he's went, "One last time, where's the keys?" And I went, "I'm not telling you." And he's pulled the clip in the bottom of my bed and flipped it up. So before I know it, I'm upside down, back to front, head down, feet facing the wall, inside the bed. And he's went, "Tell me where it is." And for 45 minutes, I was going to swear there on camera, but I won't. But he kept me there for 45 minutes until he knew. I was as stubborn as he was. He was stubborn because he wanted to go out. I was stubborn because I wasn't giving him the keys. But I thought my head was going to explode because I was upside down for that long. And when I came out, my head looked like a Belisha beacon when getting it. Eventually, I've got to bed, got up the next day. I went down, had breakfast, got to training, all thinking, where's Bish? The whole squad's there, Bish isn't. We've got about 2 minutes to train him. We see this guy who we thought was some sort of weirdo walking down. We're training the beach that day, walking down. There's a guy walking down with a dressing gown, slippers and a pair of sunglasses on, and it was only Bish. But he didn't do it to be an idiot. He'd done it to be funny and to make the lads laugh, and he used to make the lads laugh so much. But as one of the funniest teammates and best roommate, it's got to be Ian Bishop. Make sure you subscribe to BetSafe's YouTube channel to find out what story I'll be telling next week. He's the only player I know that could nutmeg you with your legs closed. I could never do it again, even if I tried. Cut the boxer shorts up.